It's not as simple as just choosing the absolute most waterproof riding trousers that you can as you hit the trails in the intermediate seasons. But what's the right approach for you? What's going to guarantee that you are as comfortable as possible as you hit the trails? I'm going to try and educate you a little bit using the range of DFYRS mountain bike pants and help you decide which are going to be the right kind of pants for you in these changing seasons. So let's get into it. While DFYRS didn't directly pay for this feature, they did support my trip to New Zealand at the start of this year. Go hit that playlist if you haven't checked out those videos. There's some insane riding out there. But yeah, as a result, I figured I'd put together this video both to help you guys decide which are the kind of right style of pants for you to hit the trails in, as well as to help educate people on the different offerings in the DFYRS range. Every pant you see here will have an equivalent in other companies as well. It's not that DFYRS is making a product that is entirely unique in the market, but certainly they do make some very purposeful gear that's also been quite high quality. So I talked about the DFYRS range having a good spread of pants targeted at different conditions. What do I mean by that? Well, you've got the most waterproof and wet weather capable pants in the Coffindodger ACs, all conditions that I'm wearing here. Then you've got the Coffindodger's dry conditions, which are a durable but more dry conditions focused pant designed for bike park riding. And then you've got the trail trouser at the end, slightly more simplistic, slightly lighter weight, targeted at more pedal focused riding. Shared across all of these pants, and quite common in the high quality end of the pant market spectrum, are details like the ratchet buckle in the waistband. They've got a PFC free, so no permanent chemicals, DWR, durable water resistant coating, which helps to shed dirt and moisture, keeping you a bit drier and keeping the pants lasting a little bit longer as well. They all have laser cut ventilation with perforations in the front of the pant just to help them breathe a little bit nicer when you're pedaling. They've all got elastic around the cuffs to help keep them nice and tight and stop any dirt and moisture from getting up underneath them into your socks. And they've both got zippered pockets on both sides to help you store your essentials and keep them safe. All of these pants also come with a 40% off crash replacement scheme, so if you do manage to have a crash and destroy them to the point you don't want to wear them anymore, DFYRS will give you 40% off your next set of pants from them, which is a really nice detail and really backs the amount of durability that DFYRS thinks that these pants have. Starting off, and we've got DFYRS Coffindodger AC All Conditions Park Pant. With these, the key focus has been on durability and weather resistance. They are not a fully waterproof pant because DFYRS believes that there is a certain amount of comfort that you still want to be retaining even when it is wet, especially on the ground. So as such, these aren't going to give you complete protection against wet conditions if it's raining from above. They do have the DWR, which should help to resist light puddle splashes and light rain, but they're not going to be totally waterproof and keep you totally dry underneath. But as a result, it does mean the front of these trousers can be more flexible, giving you a little bit more comfort and a little bit more flexibility as you're moving dynamically on the bike. And then the back, to give you that protection, is made with a 3-layer waterproof fabric, which is going to give you great waterproofing, meaning that puddle splashes coming from the back, the spray coming off your rear tire, or even just a wet saddle when you sit on it, are all going to not be able to get through the pant quite as much, keeping you that little bit drier on your ride. As a result, these pants, as with any more durable waterproof pants, do run a little bit on the hotter side. That's why they are designed for bike park riding. They're not designed to be your pedal friendly pant you're going to want to go out on a trail bike and cover a lot of miles in. They'll be okay on an e-bike on a cooler day, but certainly beyond that level of exertion, you probably will be wanting to opt for one of the lighter weight and more breathable pants, either in the DFYRS range or in the market in general. But certainly, the amount of protection that these things offer is incredible. And the extra bonus on these DFYRS pants, both with the Coffindodger AC and the DC, is the extra knee protection that they have in place. On the Coffindodger AC, you've got the ballistic knee protection, which is a really nice Kevlar reinforced protector, meaning that for multiple different spills, if you're sliding on your knees, the chances are these are going to stand up to that abuse and mean that you can get back up and keep on rolling in them. So with that split, waterproofing in the rear, more flexible but still really nice and durable front, these pants are really just targeted at bike park riding in mixed to wet conditions. They do a fantastic job of that. They do definitely help to take the sting off, the edge off of a wetter day in the bike park, but still give you all of the flexibility that you're going to need to keep on doing the most rad moves. And they're quite similar in their approach to the Endura MT500 spray trousers, but these are certainly on the more durable side, whereas the MT500s are just a little bit lighter weight and a little bit more kind of all-round friendly. So certainly the DFYRS are going to be the choice for the wetter conditions and the more aggressive riding, and then a pant like the MT500 spray with a slightly more flexible and lighter weight overall construction might be the better choice for more pedally days in the wet. For bike park use in slightly drier and typically a little bit warmer conditions, a pant like the Coffindodger DC, the dry conditions pant, is going to be the better call. These are made from a fairly durable ripstop material, which means that they've still got four-way stretch in them, but they definitely do stand up a little bit better to abuse than some of the lighter weight materials on the market. They have enough flexibility that you can get away with a fairly slim cut in them without them feeling too restrictive, which is really nice just to help them prevent having any flapping material around. But they're still not going to be quite as flexible as the lighter weight pants, such as the trail trouser we have here. So for more pedal focused riders, you may still feel a little bit of resistance there as you're pedaling. But that extra durability really pays dividends when it comes to hitting the trail and crashing, especially, actually physically hitting the trail with your legs. As I found out numerous times in New Zealand when I was riding in these pants, I had a load of different slip out events where the loose sandy dirt on the entrance to corners would just catch me off guard and I'd blow both my tires out, and just found myself sliding along the ground, sometimes over fairly sharp rocks. And I was really impressed by the durability aspect of these and a little bit by the protection that they were able to offer. Because that material isn't tearing up and letting any of the rocks and sharp objects through, it does mean that your skin just stays that little bit more protected. But yeah, as a all-around park pant, still designed for more aggressive riding, still nice and durable, still get that extra knee reinforcement, but this time with a fiberglass panel in the shape of a coffin, hence the Coffindodger name. Yeah, these are certainly a really nice option and something that I've thoroughly enjoyed testing in the bike parks in the hotter conditions while I was out in New Zealand. So the warmer condition bike park pant is going to be made from a fairly durable material, just a little bit more on the breathable side compared to the Coffindodger ACs with the weatherproof, the waterproof materials on them. More durable pant and not necessarily the kind of pant you're going to want to pedal in all day. A key competitor to these is going to be something like the Fox Defend pant, something built with a grid reinforced material to offer you that durability for bike park use, but still designed to give you a little bit of flexibility and comfort. Both of them, fantastic pants. I do particularly like these just because of the flexibility that these offer, but both have been absolutely fantastic and I've thoroughly enjoyed the Fox Defends as well in the past. And then last but not least, you've got your most flexible trail trouser style, such as the DFYRS trail trousers. These are going to be made of a lighter weight material, more flexible, more, just lighter weight, more breathable, less heavy on your legs, and really designed for warmer conditions or more pedal fed riding. When you're putting in a little bit more effort, you need the pant to move with you a little bit more and you don't want quite as much heat to build up. As a result, you suffer in durability, but there's always going to be the balance to find, and that's the kind of premise of this video, is trying to identify where your key priorities are and what kind of pant is going to best suit your needs as a result of that. So much like any other trail focused trouser on the market, the DFYRS trail trousers are built with a really nice and flexible material, so you can get away with a really nice slim fit. You don't have any extra bulk, they're really nice and lightweight, and the overall breathability and comfort factor is just really high on them. But if it does come to the point that you hit the ground in them, they're less likely to stand up to that abuse. If you're riding in an uplift with a lot of muddy conditions and you're constantly rubbing on the saddle in the mud, things like that are going to wear through it quicker than the more durable materials used in these park pants. So the longevity factor of a trail trouser such as these DFYRS or other brands is going to be reduced. You'll lose a few features as a result as well. Things like the reinforced knees aren't used on this pant just to give you that extra flexibility and breathability, but as a result they do end up slightly cheaper, slightly lighter weight, more comfortable to wear all day. And yeah, they're just generally the better pant to choose if you're in warmer conditions or looking to cover more miles in the saddle but still want a trouser, or pant for the Americans. So to summarize, if you're looking for the most durable and weatherproof pant, Something like the DFYRS Coffindodger ACs are going to be the best call for wet bike park laps, for just absolute abuse in the worst conditions. They're going to keep you the most comfortable, but they are going to offer slightly more heat buildup and a little bit less mobility. Something in the middle, like the Coffindodger DCs or something like Fox Defend Pants, are going to offer you the kind of compromise that still gives you a little bit of weather protection, still gives you good durability, but a little bit more flexibility and comfort for use. And then moving down to pants like the DFYRS Trail Trouser, you're going to get that extra flexibility at the expense of slightly less durability and protection. So what one is the best for you? I can't tell you, you're going to have to decide that for yourself, but do let us know if there's a particular pant that you're looking at and you're just wondering where that stacks up against these three trousers, what's going to be the best pant for you. Please leave it in the comments. I'm very much here to help, so do use the comment section to get my input and help you select your next riding trouser or pant. Would you like to see more videos like this? Yes, it has been somewhat supported by DFYRS, but I hope it has just been useful overall in helping you select the kind of riding pants that are going to best suit your needs. And if you'd like me to apply the same kind of style to other videos and other areas, you know, whether it be jackets, helmets, you name it, then let us know. Let us know your ideas of what you'd like to see next, and I'll do my best to make them. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you out on the trails.